Now let's take a look at circles and polygons in layout. The circle tools are here. We have basically just a circle and an ellipse, and they are pretty straightforward. So the circle tool, you just click and drag, and you can define the radius. And if you want to, you can also type in that radius. So if I want a 2-inch circle, I could just type 2, and it'll create that. And again, with the rectangles, double clicking will just repeat the last one that you created. Now the next one is the ellipse. And again, you just click and drag, and you can pretty much intuitively see how this works. Basically, what you're defining is you're defining a rectangle within which the ellipse resides. So if I want to, I could just type the width and the height of the ellipse and just create it almost like a rectangle. So if I did, for example, 2 wide by 3 high, 2 comma 3, hit enter, you'll get that particular ellipse. In fact, if I put that up against the grid paper, you could see it's 1, 2 wide by 3 high. So it's basically the bounding rectangle that contains that ellipse. Now polygons are a little bit different. So if you create a polygon, it's almost like creating a circle. You basically just find your start point and then drag out. And again, you can just type in a radius. So if I wanted a 3-inch pentagon, I could just type that in. If you use the up and down arrows, you can actually change the number of sides. So I can go from a 5-sided up to 6, 7, 8, or back down to 3 or 4. Now, if you want to change the sides while you create it, you can also just type in the number of sides. So for example, if I click and drag and create this pentagon, which is the default, I can just make it into an octagon just by hitting the number 8 and then the letter S for sides. So 8 sides, hit enter, and now it's an 8-sided object. Now, once I've created one 8-sided object, every subsequent object will also be 8-sided until I change it. So for example, if I do this and I do 3-sided, now I'm creating triangles. So as you can see, circles and polygons are very easy to create. You can type in the dimensions of any of these, as well as for polygons, the number of sides.